Guys, let me just touch on this quick.
You were trending on Twitter.
I was trending on Twitter
right
because,
under the lunar eclipse.
because I got robbed for $11 million.
Hey everybody, what is up? It is Blim back with another video for you. We're going to get into a video about this Sophia Noor case. Oh my god. This whole thing, the first thing that I saw of this Sophia Noor stuff, this weird woman who has pretended to be some kind of influencer or publicist, I believe she's pretended to be. This whole thing is absolutely nuts. You couldn't make it up. You really couldn't make it up. So the first that I saw of any of this was on a post that Def Noodles made. And this was involving Jack Harlow and Jeff Wittek. And I was like, what's this? So I looked into it a little bit and we're going to get into this. So from what I've been able to make out from the whole entire thing is that this Sophia Noor lady is some kind of expert scammer. And she was living in Canada. She has family who live over here in the UK. She was living in Canada, right? And she apparently managed to get to LA, go to places like Miami. She went to a concert for Jack Harlow, saying that she worked for Jeff Wittek and all this kind of stuff. So she managed to get backstage because she said she was dating Jack Harlow. And then she said that she was pregnant with his child. It's like, this is a real, like, elaborate story. So she goes to all these, like, influencer parties, influencer events, everything like that. She says that she's pregnant with Jack Harlow's baby, which is a lie. But there are text messages that she showed people, that she shared with people, saying, yeah, I'm 100% pregnant with Jack Harlow's baby. I'm like, girl. But it's not only affected Jeff Wittek, Jack Harlow. This woman has managed to scam her way into situations with Jake Paul and their friends. It's gone, like, snowballed. It has gone huge, wild, crazy. I'm like, oh, who this bitch?
She came up to me and she was like, oh, I work with Triller. And I'm so happy that I found you guys because I needed a friend to hang out with tonight. Yeah. And now you're my friend. You're my friend now. And she proceeded to find her way into every single setting throughout the course of the rest of the night and was removed forcibly by security at every single event. Yep. And would look at me and go, why is this happening? I showed them my identification. And I'm like, that gets you on airplanes. It doesn't get you into parties with celebrities and boxing champions. Like, she just kept coming back. Dog.
No, bro. I've never
everywhere
I looked,
after time.
this girl was there.
She was here at your house.
She somehow got into your house, dude.
Is this the same one that got kicked out?
Yes.
So
the same girl?
GP, let me explain this. She was in the suite.
Yeah.
At first, I went up to her because she was very sweet.
I love her
She
persistence.
was very nice. And I said,
impressive.
I said, I'm so sorry to do this to you because I know you like having friends at the event that you're working on. She was like, that's totally no problem. I didn't mean to encroach on your... So I'm so sorry.
So this Sophia Noor girl was apparently homeless. Used to, like, get celebrities and influencers to get hotels, flights, get her into events, you know, all this stuff. She was a hanger-on who basically didn't have a fixed address. So she used to get influencers to pay for all this stuff for her and then rob their money, or people who are working with them rob their money. Like, you know, they've all said things like, oh, you know, I woke up and my purse was gone or my wallet was gone. It's all very weird. And then there are claims that she said she had $11 million in a bank account. Girl, if you've got $11 million, why are you sneaking into events and asking, you know, random influencers to pay for flights here, there, and everywhere for you? This is all so bizarre. I saw it and I was like, what? Like, there have been pictures as well shared on Twitter from her relatives. Somebody came out on Twitter and said, oh, hey, by the way, this woman is my cousin and yes, she's a scammer. And they just basically exposed her on Twitter. I'm going to see if I can find those pictures and that text to put in here for you. Because that was something that I was like, wow, even the chick's own family members are now coming out against her and saying, yeah, this is what she does. I was like, imagine your own cousin exposing you for like going up to influencers, getting them to pay for flights, accommodation, etc., etc. Your own family, your own flesh and blood is exposing you. Like, that's how you know that you've really messed up.
So many people hit me up about it because they were like, yo, she's saying that she's your employee and she's asking to borrow money and saying you're going to pay it back. So I was like, whoa. Okay,
oh, yeah, that was another thing. Yeah, she was going to parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is getting going a little bit too far now. I kind of got to step in and say something.
When did you realize you're getting taken advantage of? On Twitter? Or
Well, no, I
before that?
realized I was getting taken advantage of when a week later another flight was booked to another state. And this is a week later. And
On
I was
your
like,
card.
Hey, I was like, hey, I know I told you get whatever to get
home.
safe.
Yeah.
That's when things got a little fishy. And that's when I cut it off, you know? So that was the end of it. And I'm only in the whole $200 for so many people hit me up about it because they were like, yo, she's saying that she's your employee. And
But it wasn't only influencers and celebrities that Sophia took advantage of. It was also a lupus charity. Somebody has shared this personal message about their experience with Sophia. Their dad was a WNBA coach and their mum is pretty famous. Their family has a non-profit where they raise money for lupus research and people affected by lupus. Long story short, every year we have a female celebrity basketball game for lupus and give checks to our lupus honorees. Sophia basically received 2 separate checks for $3,000 from us. One check for her since she had reached out to us about having lupus. On top of we flew her to Atlanta and put her in the W Hotel. And another check to a woman who also had lupus. We chatted with her, the woman, via email and Instagram. However, she wasn't able to show having a lupus flare-up. We even received pics of her in the hospital.
Now at this part, this is where I was like, okay, this woman is a definite scammer. She definitely lying. She is definitely lying. She is scam of the house. Definitely lying. Crazy. Clout chasing demon. I am like shocked. Okay, because what this woman, this Sophia, what she did was she went on Google and she got pictures of lupus flare-ups and she shared them with her followers on Instagram. I'm going to include this in here for you. I've got the screenshots. I'm going to include it. But then, to make it even worse, what Sophia did was, oh, well, you know, all you lot who are calling me out about this, you're all just racist. If you're racist, then just say that. It's like, no, you're being called out by your own family, by all of these big influencers and YouTubers, because you robbed them. It's a crime. I really don't know what sort of person you've got to be to scam a lupus charity. I mean, that is low. Right, okay, rich influencers losing money, okay. You know, people aren't really going to be too concerned about that because they'll be like, oh, well, you know, rich people losing money, who cares? But to scam a charity, come on, girl, you know, to scam a charity, like, you know, for a condition that you don't have as well. Like, girl, that is some shit. Scamming a charity out of money. That's like going and robbing a charity shop when you see that they've got bags of clothes and stuff outside. Like, people have donated that for people in need, and then you're just going and stealing. How can you not feel bad about yourself? Like, Sophia went on Instagram and actually tried to kind of explain her side of the story, and it was all crap. I read through it. I'm going to put some screenshots in here. But she's like only made it worse for herself by going in there writing all these paragraphs, trying to explain her actions and what she's done, and also saying that she's not the liar, Jeff Wittek, and, you know, these influencers are the ones lying about her, when there are photos of her at the VMAs, there are photos of her sneaking into events that she should never have been in. So it's like, girl, give it up. You've been caught. Everyone knows what you did. You're going to have to give it up now. Like, I just don't even have words for this. This is awful. You know, how are you going to scam a charity and think you're going to get away with it? You know, and also, when you're claiming to be somebody high profile, some kind of publicist, you're in with Jack Harlow and Jeff Wittek and all of them, and you think it's not going to come back on you. I'm like, go. You really didn't think this one through, did you? Dumb bitch. Anyway, that is all from me on this little video. I'm going to say take care, stay safe, stay well. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Mwah. Bye.